The price of Bitcoin on Friday did get a drop here to the downside and an instant V-shaped recovery, hitting one of the most important levels of resistance that we mentioned throughout the live stream, which was the $62,400 range. Now, why was this level so important? Well, when we were taking a look at Fibonacci from the pivot high here from last Sunday to the pivot low, we can see that the 382 Fibonacci was exactly where we had this lower high from last Wednesday, creating that swing failure pattern, quick rejection of several $100s. Now it looks like that we are consolidating here throughout the weekend. Very boring price action. In this episode, we are going to analyze if we are going to get a breakout from this range to the upside. What are the levels of resistance that we need to pay attention where the price could roll over, or if the price rolls over from here, what are the levels that we need to be taking a look at for that potential massive bounce, guys? So make sure to stay tuned till the very end of this technical analysis. Quick reminder, World Series of Trading is active now for the registration. Competition starts in the next coming days, next week. So I want you in my team. Make sure to sign up to Bybit. Claim that bonus that you do have. It's an airdrop, guys. You can trade with a $500 position and you can join my team, guys. Join the World Series of Trading. There's a $10 million prize pool and we need to get a piece of the cake all together. Make sure to join right away. Let's dive in through the Bitcoin technical analysis. Now, we did have some very bullish news on Friday. Unemployment rate was lower than expected. We got the S&P 500 getting a major pump, then a major drop. Of course, it is bullish news. You're going to get a lot of people FOMOing in. You got that liquidation move, and then the price continued to the upside. Something very similar to Bitcoin. We were actually analyzing the scenario here to get this breakout. However, we got the movement down, but it instantly formed a V-shaped recovery. So it was kind of losing the level and we did not get a slow correction move. So the price just V-shaped back up, finally getting the resistance from a level that we were talking about throughout the live stream, where we had this lower high from Wednesday, looking for the possible 1.618 extension because we were speculating on the possibility of an ABC flat scenario right over here. And when we get the Fibonacci extension from this pivot low that happened on Wednesday to the high, to the pivot low from Thursday, we had the 1.618 extension here. So we were thinking, okay, we got a lower high from Wednesday, the 1.618 extension for the possible flat. We got the 382 Fibonacci from this pivot high to the pivot low. This is a large confluence zone where we're likely going to get a rejection at least of a few $100s. And that is what has been happening throughout the weekend as we reached that level on Friday. Just gently tap the level and already getting that pullback from 62,400 all the way down to 61,700, getting several $100s for a nice little scalp day trade. So yes, now we're ranging classic throughout the weekend. We get the price moving up and down a few $100s, no big major pumps or dumps. Now let's get ready through those higher time frame levels. What if the price is forming a kind of a wedgie flag structure here, which is very much possible? I do think that the ABC is possible right now. Of course, this position should be with a very tight stop loss. You could have taken some profits already, be quite defensive, right? This should not bring you a major loss. It's a good position. If the price does break to the upside, well, we need to analyze, hey, is this going to be sustainable? Is it going to be with a huge amount of volume? Volume is decreasing as we're getting this bounce. It does look terribly corrective. So we need to be very cautious. What would be the next zone of interest? When I get a fixed volume profile from the last couple of weeks, we can see that there's a massive high volume node from that price action here of last week, right? Looking at the 18th of September to the 26th of September, big consolidation, leaving that massive high volume node. This pivot high from the 27th of September to the pivot low, we do have the 618 Fibonacci, which is just where we have this lower high. This is without a doubt a very important liquidation lower high for an SFP, just like this one that happened right over here. You tap that level and just in a couple of hours, you are already getting that pullback of a several $100s. Beautiful for a day trade. So it does look like that this could be a little bit of a bull flag. bullish pennant, right? Descending wedgie structure and get the breakout to actually get all the way up there. I want to be very, very cautious here. Without a doubt, if you do get that breakout, it would look like that the price is actually going to continue to the upside, just because of the nature of this being a possible first wave up, consolidation here, retracement, and then the next wave here to the upside, potentially being a larger ABC move here and then correcting down. Of course, the highest confluence zone for a possible scalp day trade setup, it is pretty clear. It is the pivot high to the pivot low here of this downtrend, with that lower high, which is with the value area high from this trading range of the last few weeks, as you can see, since the 18th of September. Big zone that you want to be paying attention. Of course, we do have the point of control right here. So is it possible that the price will not reach that zone right over here? We're waiting patiently for a big, massive rejection from that point, okay, because of this massive downtrend. We're just going to form a nice, three-wave corrective structure and then pull back down. What if the price does not reach that level? Well, we do have the point of control here, which is very close to the 50% Fibonacci. And when we do get the anchored VWAP from the high here of the 27th of September, we are actually very close from it. So what happens if the price doesn't even manage to break through from all of these highs? Could we create another double top scenario and then get a massive corrective move? Absolutely yes, guys. If the price does try and break through here and does not manage to get above the Friday high successfully with a failed auction, without a doubt, I would be expecting this kind of pullback if we do not break out with huge amount of power and we start rejecting from the highs. So it's a trading scenario, just like with the one we mentioned on the previous live stream. Guys, this is a good swing failure pattern. We got the 382. We do have this lower high. There is the 1.618 extension for an expanded flat scenario. Very much a possible short. We already rejected several $100s from that pivot for a nice scalp day trade. So we want to pay attention again here for the possible double top. Without a doubt, maybe the price can manage to break through 50% and the point of control. Is going to be very interesting zone, but the best level without a doubt is the value area high from this trading zone with the golden pocket from this major drop. Beautiful for an SFP, at least for a few $100s, just like the one we got here on Friday. Very, very nice from that lower high. Hey, what if the price does suddenly start dropping down very aggressively? What is the major level? If we start breaking down here very aggressively and we get back inside of this trading zone that we do have from here, okay, we're basically inside of the trading zone. We're not breaking the value area high from this range that we formed since last Tuesday. So yeah, there is a lot of resistance. This could definitely be that ABC flat. Okay, we were speculating on the possibility that we have seen a wave 1 right over here, wave 2. This has been the wave 3. We're in the formation of wave 4, and now we're going to form that wave 5. Just because inside of this wave 3, we did form 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 3 peaks forming a 5-wave structure, meaning that this could have been the 3rd wave, and this 4th wave has been the flat, and we are going to get one more leg to the downside here. Now, in this leg to the downside, what we need to analyze is what is the best level? Well, it's a level that we mentioned on previous live stream. It is this lower high right over here, this higher low, that we do have right there. This is exactly at $59,140. We do have a monthly level, meaning that we have a monthly close and open, right, from August and September, right over here. This is just where we have this higher low. And when we get Fibonacci retracement from this pivot low of September to the pivot high, basically the September run, we do have 50% Fibonacci right round about $59,490. So there is a lot going on here. The price could definitely see that wick to the downside beneath the monthly, beneath this low, and then get that reaction bounce to the upside. And I'm looking for that swing failure pattern from this higher low, just because of the amount of confluence that we do have right over there. Curious to see where the anchored VWAP is sitting here from this pivot low. Well, we do have anchored VWAP that has been maintaining, the support here throughout the last week right here, getting that reaction bounce. those are the levels, guys. Very interesting zones of rejection based on the confluence. We got this one right over here, this one right over here on the higher time frames. If you are interested in more local scenarios, of course, what's going to happen throughout tonight and tomorrow, you want to join the Legends trading community with the first link down below, where we go in detail of what is happening intraday. We did get into an epic long trading setup just a few days ago, right over here from $60,600 all the way up to $62,300. We were very much analyzing that nice wave in the Legends trading community. And of course, this was not on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining, and I will see you in the next one.